Mic check, mic check, mic check, 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 check. What is going on, people? What is popping? Welcome back to the market. Hope you guys are all doing well. If you guys can hear me clearly coming into the airwaves, not the airwise, give me a quick thumbs up. And let's get the show on the road. Happy Monday, people. Happy Monday, the last Monday of 2025. It has been a year. It has been a year. And now we have the market gapping down across the board. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, we do have ourselves quite a lot of pre-market action this morning that we're going to be covering here. So bear with us as we slowly tap into everything is currently red this morning with the exception to a few names. How is SLV doing this morning? SLV is currently down 5%. Okay. So yesterday I made a video and I told you guys, look, it's very possible that at the beginning of 2026, I end up going short silver. And I said, look, that's not going to be for everybody. I even tweeted that out, right? I said, that's just, it's not going to be for everybody. It's really not. But it's for me. I said, after watching so many posts this weekend about silver, I might be short before Q2 2026. Just holding at the moment, but yeah. Okay. And to me, this was just simply all about everyone becoming a silver expert in the span of 1 month, and everybody knowing every single thing to do with silver and why it has been the greatest place in sliced bread, and how everyone had to make sure that they owned all of the silver in the world and all that information. Anyways, so I spent the whole weekend reading up on everyone's opinions. And I decided that it's impossible that everybody out the blue is that smart. It's impossible. I think there are a lot of factual information out there. I think there are also a lot of people that are just making things up off the top of their head. Like, I think people were just, and then it like compounded. It got worse and it got worse and it got worse and it got worse. And I was like, all right, this seems like a little bit of like a euphoric. This sounds like a euphoric rip. It sounds like what I've seen with several other stock names that have ripped up higher, right? Where I'm just looking at it, I'm kind of like, yeah, some of these things are factual, but a lot of these things are just people pulling things out of their hats. So with the 5% dip this morning, nothing really seems shocking, because I don't think people realize how high this thing has gone in the last few days, right? I mean, in 1 month, silver ran up almost 50%, 40%, which means if we do see silver pull back down 30% in less than a month, it would be a healthy pullback. Not like the run is done, not like it's all over. It's just that would be a healthy pullback. And the past few runs here for silver that we've seen, I mean, the next level up that I was looking for was, and we spoke of this on the stream on Friday, was $75. We got to a high of 71.22, off by roughly $3 or $4. It's okay. The last few runs that we've seen with silver have been huge runs that have followed by huge dips, right? We saw this huge run here where it ran up to 1,000%. And then from that 1,000% mark, it was down 89% in in 2 years. The following run from the lows of 2008 to the high was roughly 460%, which was amazing over 3 years. And then it came back down 70% over the next 5. So I think this run can continue to go a little bit. I think we can still see a little bit more upside, but if silver just pulls back down 30% or 40% over the next few months here and just bases above roughly $50, it's still a healthy upside. Like I think the run still has legs on it, but just don't be over leveraged into this run after a 40% rip for silver, right? That's the idea. That's the overall idea. So that's, for those of you guys that were asking, that was kind of here. That was kind of the idea. Cool. All right, guys, let's get into this right now. If you haven't yet, of course, smash the like button. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Welcome back to the gang. If you want to live trade with us, guys, we do live trade every single day. Well, when the markets are open, we're not going to be live trading on the holiday, which is going to be on Thursday. But we will be back again on Friday. Link in the description, guys, to jump in before January 1st, which is Friday. Less than a week. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's start off with this. Well, silver is down almost 8% right now. Yikes. Almost 8%. Whoa. Okay. Let's start off here with the SPY. SPY pulling back here, which also seems healthy. A decent pullback here for the S&P 500 after a very low volume rise here over the past week. This to me seems normal. The SPY has actually declined on volume for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days before last week's Friday. And the volume decline spanned from 671 all the way back up towards 691, almost 692. Pullback is necessary. The Q is down much more this morning. Actually, yeah, Qs are down huge. 4 points. 4 points this morning. Yikes. IWM also down. ARC down. Bitcoin back down again. I had a Bitcoin chart that I posted this weekend for people, and Bitcoin does look like it's in a little bit of a bear pennant. Anything below roughly 86,000 and Bitcoin starts to look a little bit, starts to look a little bit crazy. Just a touch. Just a touch. I can see it coming back down towards 73,000. Chat, question for you guys. Bitcoin to 80,000 or back above 100,000? What do you think is most likely to happen first? What do you think is most likely to happen first? You can put 1 in chat for above 100,000 and a 2 in chat for below 80,000. Lots of 2s. Yeah, it's looking a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa! What the heck? The Q just dumped. Yo, the Q's just dumped. Holy shit! Taxi mushrooms. Yo, what just happened? Wait, what just happened? This is the market's just pulling back here pretty dramatically. Huh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Don't know what that was just now. Hmm. Unconfirmed rumor making the round says major bank collapse on the silver margin call in overnight trading. I cannot verify that. In any case, these banks something's going on back here. Something is going on back here. I don't know what it is, but something's going on back here. This is very odd. Huh. So this pullback is something that I have been looking for, obviously. For those of you guys from the Discord, you guys already know this is in the weekly video. This is in the trade ideas. This is with the trades that I swung over the weekend. I'm not shocked by any of this. This is what I've been posting about, tweeting about. It's fine. But the last 10, 12 minutes here is what I'm really talking about here. That's more so the idea here. Interesting. Everything is red this morning. The few names that are green, QUBT is green, Neo's green, Baba, it came back down lower. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Exactly the way that I wanted to see this thing move. That is actually perfect. That is actually perfect. Okay, so yeah, a lot of things that I actually wanted to play out are actually playing out pretty well right now. Not gonna lie. This looks pretty decent. Okay. So now that Baba has come back, I want to see Baba back down below 141. Below 141, and we can talk about it. We might kick off this new year right. We very well might kick off this new year right. Move slow, but what about MEC stock? I mean, if it can break out of roughly $22, maybe. If it moves slow, then it's probably going to be a fundamental play. So if it's a fundamental play, don't let any sort of short-term analysis shake you out of your position, right? Like if you're in a stock for a long-term play because you like the makeup of the company, then I wouldn't let anything short-term kind of shake you out of your position or your perspective or your, the way you look at the market. A breakout would probably be anything above roughly 22.31. That could probably open the door off this thing. But if you said it's a slow move, then that might take another month or two. It might take a little while. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. BYND. I gotta talk about BYND. Because this thing looks like it needs to come back down lower. Feel that gap. Fill that gap. This thing needs to come back down lower. If it comes back down towards that gap fill, it'll be worthwhile watching. $0.75. Palantir down, Nvidia down. This is actually looking very interesting here. Good morning and happy holidays. Feliz Navidad y prospero año nuevo. Better luck to all. No luck needed if you watch T-Mod. You know what? To be honest, we will take some luck regardless. But I feel you on that one. I do feel you on that one. Wait, what's up 4%? CGC is up 4%. Interesting. Very interesting. CGC's at 4%. I don't know what news came out here. Maybe they had 4 days ago. Yeah, no real news there. Interesting. So guys, everything right now is getting a pretty solid gap down. Without these gaps getting filled towards the upside, this is going to be a very tough start to the morning for bulls. HYMC, sure. HYMC, I mean, we covered this pretty well here on Friday. I think I made that post. Pretty sure. But it needs to break over that $26 range there. If not, no good. And it did not break it. Rejected at the rim. What was that on? The 15? I'll probably put this in the 15 as well. Yeah, could not break back above 26 bucks. Now it's pulling back down. Now it looks like it's pulling back down towards testing that gap. I don't know many people that swung short over the weekend. So I'm happy that we did. But we're going to keep it very low key this morning because I know that there may be a lot of people that were chasing longs that got burnt. So we're just going to try to keep it real chill. Not rubbing it at all. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, chat. Whatever names you guys are looking at, you guys can put up. We can do a speed round here. We're just kind of monitoring the markets as they're pulling back here slowly but surely. But let me know your thoughts on other names you guys may be looking at. Netflix is pulling back here as well. Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Tesla, Meta. Tesla is almost where I need it to be from a gap fill perspective. It's right there. Tesla needs to come a little bit lower. 462. A little bit lower. A little bit lower. We got silver today. Honestly, yeah, entering on pullback days are probably some of your best bets just in general, right? If it's a name you like and then it pulls back, then it's just like getting it on a discount if you like the name long. You obviously got to be very careful with it, right? But yeah, it's chill. It's very chill. Open down, 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 down. Down 3% here, getting back down towards our earnings day low and basically into the share entry position here. So this is where I find value in the stock. I think this can still pull back down towards 489. I'll be looking for that on open door to see if we can get a little bit lower here. Yeah. Pulling back down towards that monthly 9 EMA wouldn't be shocking at all. $5 would be the next level down here for open not this morning, but maybe next year. Maybe next year. Now UUU's pulling back, Palantir's pulling back, the spine, the Qs are pulling back here. Everything is pulling on back down. Honestly, chat, so there's talks right now. That there's a bank that went down. And I find it odd that we just don't know the name of a bank that goes down. You know what I mean? I find it very odd. Insane. I'm putting this in chat. This music with the market pulling back is hilarious to me. It is. I do find it truly funny. Just can't make this up. Just can't make this up. Really can't. But that is okay. All right, gang. ladies and gentlemen, ladies, we're going to leave things there. Appreciate that. Thank you guys very much for tuning in this morning. Hope you guys are having yourself an absolutely amazing holiday season. We will be back again tomorrow morning. And of course, we will be back again on Wednesday, off on Thursday, and then we kick off 2026 strong. For those of you guys who want to live trade with us, guys, link pinned top of chat for the Discord. You can jump in there for a trial period until January 1st, which is until Friday. At the end of the week, prices will change. So feel free to jump in before then. Mod Squad, we appreciate you guys. Twitch, I got your points. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Much love. Deuces.